One functionality we missed. What that one? Validations. So JavaScript level, how to use validations. That part, and how to use jQuery library. These things we are going to discussing today. So I need to go to my workspace. Here I need to open JavaScript folder. Within that, I need to create validation.html. With the help of HTML, I'm going to show you the validations how to do. Okay. So first I'm opening the command prompt. Code space dot I'm using. It is opening the VS Code level. Please mute your mic. Any doubt, you can raise the questions. Okay. Right. So I need to create here validation.html. How to create a one new file, validation.html. So here mainly we are going to focus in validation part. So basic validation, for that purpose HTML structure is required. So that is the reason I'm going to opening the HTML structure. Meta tags I don't want to use here. Remove. Title is I'm going to providing here validation. Wow. Here I need to use form tag. HTML form tag. The action is just hash only. Why? Because backend we are not at all focusing right now. Here mainly focus is what? Validation. I'm not at all focusing look and feel also. Main concentration here is validation. For that purpose, I'm using here input. Okay. Input tag I'm using. Type equal to test. Here ID, this input tag recognition purpose. Name I'm going to provide it. Compulsory. This input box is you need to enter. That is the purpose. We need to specify required attribute. This required attribute is providing some sort of the validation automatically. After that, simple button I'm going to using right now. Button. This button is simply submit button. Submit. Type also, button type also, I'm going to providing submit. This is the simple HTML. You can run without debugging control 5 in the Chrome level. You can able to see this kind of way. Simple form. I'm zooming your visibility purpose. If I'm going to click this one, see this one, please fill out this field. Whenever you are using required, this kind of way validation automatically it is going to happening. This kind of way automatically it is going to happening. Instead of using that kind of way, you can apply JavaScript also. Through the JavaScript also, you can able to provide validation. So how to provide the validation? I'm using in the header session script tag. Script tag I'm using. The script tag level, I'm using document object. that white area form, wherever it is there, that is nothing but a document. The document level form is there. Form. That form level, we are going to using submit button, right? Whenever I'm going to click the submit button, I need to get the name value. That name value, nothing is there. There is no value. Then I need to show alert. Please enter a name. So that is the purpose what I'm doing here. I'm using the query selected. Here, query selected. You know, get element by ID, get a element by tag name. Like that, document level, different kind of methods are there. Form level, input tags I need to find. That is the purpose query selector I'm using. Here, form tag I'm going to specify. This form level, one action I need to provide. That action listener I need to add. What is the action listener? Add event listener. Whenever you are going to select in the form level, submit. Whenever you are going to selecting form level submit, I need to perform here one function. What is the function? That function is event. Is a parameter. Event is the parameter. That function level, I'm going to checking if you are not at all getting any kind of value, how to specify that one? Not symbol, document dot get element by ID. That element is what? Name, input box level ID name. This value I'm going to providing here. Whenever you are not able to get the value, that is the meaning of this one. Document dot get element by ID of name. ID means what? This is the input box level ID. This input box level, whatever the value is there, that value it is going to get here. If it is not getting the value, I need to show some kind of message, alert message. Before that one, automatically I don't want to execute this one. There is an event dot prevent default. What is the purpose of this one? I don't want to execute automatically this one. Here I need to provide alert. Alert I'm going to providing here. This alert level I'm going to specify. Please enter a name. Please enter a name. This is the way I'm going to provide the validation particular name. Okay, particular name validation. This is the way we are going to provide it. Now we need to test this one. Go back to the. Otherwise, here directly you can able to run. Instead of using the browser, directly you can able to run this one. Go to the run without debugging. Control 5 also you can use. If I'm going to click this one directly, fill something you are going to get and click. See document dot get element by ID. It is going to fetching the property value. That value is empty. I need to find. Here I'm not providing anything. Just if I'm going to click this one, by default, what is required is there, right? Now I'm going to here and remove this input tag level required. Required is I'm not at all providing anything. Just I need to go to here and refresh this one and click this one. It is not filed. So here you need to understand that query selector. Okay, the query selector form, how it is going to recognizing. the event listener, how it is going to working, you need to understand. In this particular example level, the form has an input field with the required attribute. When the form is submitted, the JavaScript code checks if the input field has a value. Okay. If it is empty, it prevents the form submission. This button, it is going to prevent that one. Whenever it is going to printing, I need to show the alert kind of message also. So that is my requirement. I will do another kind of way. So I'm going to just stop this one and go to my workspace. Here validation direct, I'm opening this one. Zoom it. So I'm not providing anything. So what happened? It is preventing, but it is not able to show alert kind of message. That means value is not able to fetch here. Value is not able to fetch here. We need to check this one, how to get the values. We need to understand here. Document dot query selector, here form is there, script level, form is there. This form level data, whenever you are going to click the submit is also available within the form level only. See this one here, button type is submit. So that submit, whenever you are going to click, I need to perform the event. Function one, function we are going to define, that function is started here. This is the one. This function, whenever you are going to click the submit button, it is going to activate it. Here document dot get element by id name, that value it is going to fetching, it is not a value. You are not specifying anything. I need to prevent automatically execution and alert this kind of message. Okay. So here, first of all, we need to check this document dot get element by id name value is getting or not. Okay. That is the purpose here. Alert. I'm using the document dot get element by id. What is the id? Name dot value. I'm going to specify just understanding purpose, quotations level. I'm going to providing input value. Whether it is getting or not, first we need to check. Okay. So that is the purpose, that statement, and refresh. And we are going to using something and click. Alert is not fired. Alert is not fired. So document is also not able to fetch. How to fetch this one? To recognizing this one, how to fetch? How to provide the if condition? This is the part we need to understand. First of all, here we are not writing any kind of function, right? Function, whenever I'm going to click, I need to perform. Event is required. What kind of event? On click event I need to provide. Okay. So this function name I need to use here, arrow type of function. Validation. This is the function I'm going to declare. Validation. This function I need to define. Okay. How to define function? Validation. This is the function. First, we need to check whether it is invoking or not. How to check? Alert. I'm going to providing here calling submit or calling validation. Just checking purpose. Understand this one, how it is going to interacting your function. How it is interacting your function, you need to understand, you need to concentrate here. This is the way I'm going to provide it. Control S, save, and go to the browser and refresh this one and click. I'm going to close one more time. I'm opening this one. Please observe. click. What happened? Whenever you are going to provide the action hash, something is getting the problem. I'm going to remove this attribute. First, we need to focus. Go back to here and refresh and click. Where is that script? Function is not at all invoking. Here on click we are using. On click we are using this function we are going to define, but it is not at all fired this alert. So here, instead of using this kind of way, here I'm going to provide the event. Event I'm going to pass it. Here I'm showing the problems, how to do this kind of things. You need to understand. So e dot prevent default. I'm going to provide it. First of all, this is working or not. This function is invoking or not. Still it is not at all invoking. It is refreshing automatically. It is automatically refreshing. I'm going to using another kind of instead of using array. Just I'm going to define here function name. I'm going to define function name. I'm going to define, even I'm not at all providing anything, just function only. I'm going to using an alert. Whenever I'm going to click, I need to call this validation kind of one. Now go back to here. Your understanding purpose, this is different kind of form. Break also I'm going to using. So this button is go to the next line. This button is go to the next line. Save it. Now click the button. It is not at all fine. So once you are going to click the button, I need to execute the script level function. How to do that one? How to execute that one? Here, events you need to understand. Click event, on click event, on blur, on focus, right? So those kind of things you need to understand. Events you need to understand. This entire session main aim is you need to understand validations level, how to use alert kind of thing, pop up, how to do that pop up kind of thing, how to validating that one, that kind of functionality, form validation kind of functionality. We are going to focusing event handling. Simple, I'm going to say what? Event handling. How to perform event handling, we need to understand. So if you want to understand this kind of things, for a simple kind of application, first you need to understand. After that, we can come back to here. Okay. For example, simple kind of one. First, you need to understand. You need to get the command on this particular document methods. For example, I'm going to provide it here. Number 1 and number 2. After that, you are going to click the add button. Let us assume this is the one input box. Here is another kind of input box. And once you are going to add the information here, number 1, number 2, and click the add button, I need to add the values. How to do this one? So here is the form is required. First, you need to understand that one. After that, come back to here. Go to this JavaScript. Here I need to provide calic.html. Please concentrate here. HTML structure I'm using. Remove this one. A title I'm going to provide what? Calculation form. Here I need to provide simply one label I'm going to using. Even you can use a form also, not a problem. But I don't want to provide any kind of fashion here. Just we are going to define the form. This form level, I need to provide the what? Label number 1. After that, we are going to providing what? Input type equal to test. Type equal to test. And a name equal to T1 I'm going to using. After that, I need to move to the next line, BR tag. Next, I'm going to put the label. Here I need to provide what? Number 2. Next, I need to go to the another kind of one input type equal to test and a name equal to T2. Okay. After that, I need to move to the next line. Here I need to provide the input type equal to, I'm going to using here button type I'm using button. This button is directly you can use here button also, not a problem. Button I'm going to using, this button is add button. Here type equal to button type, and we need to provide here on click event. This on click event level I need to call add kind of function. This function I need to return. Where I need to return script tag is required. The script tag level function I'm going to using add. Whether it is invoking or not, first checking purpose, calling add. This is the way we are going to define. First check this one. Go to the Calic, open this one. This is the way we are not focusing any kind of bootstrap or look and feel here. Only event only. Only event is fired or not only we are going to focusing. So we are going to providing here what? On click event we are going to providing. Let us call this kind of a function also. I'm going to representing like this. Refresh and click this one. Yes, it is going to invoking. This function level, what is my requirement? I need to get the number 1, for example, 100. Number 2, 200. Whenever I'm going to click, I want to add these two values, right? So how to get that values? Here we need to use variable n1. One variable I've declared. This variable level, my input box level, whatever the value you are entered, that value I need to fetch. Okay. How to get that one? This is the document area. This white area is nothing but a document. So that there is a document dot. How to recognize in that input box? Get element by ID. What the ID I'm given here? Is there any ID is there here? If I'm going to use in the name equal to get a name equal to ID is not at all work out. You need to provide here what? ID. Of course, you can use other kind of things, but this get element by ID based on this ID only it is recognizing. So that's the reason I need to provide here what? T1 dot value. First of all, this n1 value is getting or not checking purpose. Number 1 equal to plus n1 I'm going to provide it. Save it, go to the browser and refresh. Here I'm going to provide the 700. Just click this one. It is calling the function. Yes, 700 is captured. Okay. So that means my input box level value, we need to capture here. Second input box. Come on, tell me how to get that second input box value. VAR N2 equal to document dot get element by ID of, here I need to provide T2 dot value, we are going to provide it. Whether this value is getting or not, how to check? Alert. Just understand this one, how I'm going to perform the function on click event. Number 2 equal to plus N2. Put the semicolon here, save it. Now go to here and refresh again. Just 700 I'm going to provide it, 300 I'm going to provide it. Click this one, function is calling. Okay, fine. First number value we are getting. Okay, fine. Second number value we are getting. Now we need to show the sum. How to show the sum? See here. Problem is there. One problem is there. What is the problem? Alert sum equal to plus here n1 plus n2. Okay. So go to here and again refresh. First 700 I'm going to provide it. 300 I'm going to provide it. Click this one. Function is calling fine. First number 700 we are getting fine. Now 300 is also getting fine. Here is the problem. See, sum. What is the sum? 700, 300 it is showing, right? What is the value you are expected? 1000. Why it is going to showing like this? It is considered as a string concatenation. It is going to happening. That means here capturing the value and storing the value n1 level string type. But I want to get what? Number, right? Value it is required. That is the purpose here. I need to use here what? Parse int I am going to specify. Here what I am going to using? Parse int. What is the purpose of parse int? I need to fetch the value, not for the string type of value. So that is the purpose here. I'm going to providing here what? Parse int. Okay. So now what happened? See, go back to here, refresh. Again, you can use any value. You can use just understanding purpose. Same kind of values I'm going to repeatedly I'm entered. Click this one. Yes, calling. Yes, 700 we are getting. 300 we are getting. 1000. Perfect. But I don't want to see here alert. I don't want to see the alert. I want to see the result here and show the value sum equal to something like that. How to do that one? In our HTML level, after this button, I need to show one horizontal line and I need to provide here h1 tag result equal to, here I need to show the result. That result is span tag level id equal to result. This span tag level I need to insert that result, that some value I need to inject. How to inject that one, that sum of the value, how to inject it? Instead of going to showing alert, I need to use here document dot get element by id. That span tag recognition purpose we are using this one, result dot. If you want to insert, if you want to get the value we are using. If you want to insert, you need to use what? Inner HTML equal to, you need to provide n1 plus n2. Okay. So now what happens? See, refresh. Initially, it is not at all showing anything. Now you can see 300 and click add. It is calling the function. 700 we are getting, 300 we are getting. See, it is going to get the 1000. But I want to see here immediately, right? Here, I want to see immediately here. I don't want to go to the next line. I don't want to go to the next line. Here, we are going to specify the H1 tag. So that is the cases level. Instead of using this H1, I'm going to use in the paragraph. Paragraph I'm using. Okay. So that is workout. See, H1 is heading type we are going to consider. Now we are using the paragraph and click this one. Okay. Okay. But it is going to move to the next line. Side by side only we need to get the result. So that is the cases level. This one also, even H1 tag inside, you can define this kind of way. Now you can go to here, refresh. You can take the value and click this one, click OK. Perfect. Right? Now, similar kind of way, I need to provide one name label input box. If I'm not entered, I need to show here immediately error. Sir. My requirement is similar kind of way. I need to provide the validation. For the validation here, name. And one input box is available here. And here is button is available. Submit kind of button. Yeah, submit button is available. Whenever I'm going to click this submit, I need to validate and show the error kind of message. This is my requirement. Similar kind of way. Now you can tell me how to do. This code is I'm going to copy paste in the chart message level also. I'm going to copy paste this one. Even screenshot also I'm going to providing. Okay, this is the result. This is the one validation purpose. Now you can see that chat message now. You're able to see that chat message or not. Otherwise, you can see here. Here you can see this code. This is the code. Based on that, we need to develop. Come on, tell me how to do. Anyone, open the mic and tell me. Here, we need to create separate one. Any name. Valid.html. Okay. Now what is required? HTML structure.